Dear friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will tell you guys about router versus brouter. Both router and brouter are connecting devices in networking. A router is a networking device that is designed to receive, analyze, and forward data packets between computer networks. A router is used to connect LAN, local area network, and WAN, wide area network. A brouter is a networking device that functions both as a bridge and a router. It can forward data between networks, serving as a bridge, but can also route data to individual systems within a network, serving as a router. Dear friends, please watch my video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and comment on my video. Router versus brouter. Brouter in networking is a combination of bridge and a router, hence it is called as a brouter. It provides functions of a bridge and a router, so it can operate at the data link and network layers of OSI model. Brouter connects networks which use different protocols. It can be programmed to work only as a bridge or only as a router. When it is configured as a bridge, it forwards data packets to appropriate segment using a specific protocol. When it is configured as a router, it routes the data packets to the appropriate network using a routed protocol such as IP. Brouters in networking are pretty rare. Instead, most brouters are simply routers that have been configured to also function as a bridge. The main function of a bridge is to connect to different LAN segments using the same protocol. A router, on the other hand, used to route the packets in a network. Definition of router. A router can be defined as a network layer mechanism, be it software or hardware, using metrics to decide the best path to use for transmission of network traffic. A router is a device that routes or forward data from one network to other based on their IP address. When data packet is received from the router inspects the data's IP address and determines if the packet is meant for its own network. Then it receives the data, or if the data is for another network, then it transfers the data to the other network. It means that routers only forward the data if destination computer is the intended user. Routers have access to network layer addresses and contain software that enables them to determine which of the several possible paths between those addresses is the best for the particular transmission. Routers break up broadcast and collision domains. It means broadcasts are not forwarded through the router by default. It also provides connections for the virtual LANs, VLANs. A router operates on physical layer, data link layer, and network layer, and like modem. Here also the transmission of data is in the form of packets. As routers screen each packet before forwarding it to its destination, the implemented firewall in the router would help to determine potential threats that may harm your computer or your network. Hence, the router provides security to your computer and prevent your network from being attacked. Definition of Brouter. A Brouter is a device that functions as both a bridge and a router. It can forward data between networks, serving as a bridge, but can also route data to individual systems within a network, serving as a router. The main purpose of a bridge is to connect to separate networks. It simply forwards the incoming packets from one network to the next. A router, while the term router is used to describe bridge plus router device, actual routers are pretty rare. Instead, most routers are simply routers that have been configured to also function as a bridge. This functionality can often be implemented using the router's software interface. For example, you may configure a router to only accept data from specific protocols and data sources, while forwarding other data to another network. Note, since routers are more complex than bridges, it is more likely for router than a bridge to function as a Brouter. Therefore, routers are also called bridging routers. What is Brouter? Brouter is a network device which operates as a combination of both bridge and router. In this single device, a user will get a function of both bridge and router, as it can send out data to create a connection or link as a bridge between networks, and can also route as a router the data to each system inside a network. It is aware of the processes for identified protocols to route particular categories of packets such as TCP, IP packets, and whichever additional packets it takes delivery of are sent out to perform a function of the bridge to further networks associated to the device. Functioning of bridge and router. A bridge is a device that maintains links from one local area network (LAN) to an additional local area network, in which both the LAN networks use a similar protocol. In this device, if a data entity projected from one LAN as an objective to an interrelated LAN, then the bridge sends out the data entity to that interrelated LAN, and in case if it's not projected, then it passes it along on the same LAN. The path between a LAN and an interrelated LAN is generally a single path made available by a bridge. A router is a device that maintains links from a network to one or more other networks, in which the other one or more networks are typically a division of a wide area network WAN. And this WAN network may provide several paths as an objective towards other networks. A router always confers with a routing table for the details and information regarding the paths provided by one of other interrelated networks. And in contrast to the bridge, it requires more details and information regarding the interrelated networks. Difference between router and Brouter. Number 1. A router is a networking device that forwards data packets between computer network, whereas Brouter is a networking device which is used both as a bridge and as a router. It is combination of network bridge and a router. Number 2. Router operates at network layer, whereas Brouter operates either at data link layer or a network layer. Number 3. Router stores routing table. While Brouter stores routing table when it is configured as a router and stores MAC address when configured as a bridge. Number 4. Router takes forwarding decisions based on IP address, while Brouter forwarding decisions are taken based on IP address when it is configured as a router, or it takes forwarding decisions based on MAC address when configured as a bridge. Number 5. Router transmits data in the form of packets, while Brouter transmits data in the form of packets when it is configured as a router, and it transmits data in the form of frames when configured as a bridge. Conclusion. Router works on more than one broadcast domain, as well as Brouter works on more than one broadcast domain when it is configured as a router, and it works on single broadcast domain when configured as a bridge. Router is full duplex devices, as well as Brouter is full duplex device when it is configured as a router, and it is half duplex when configured as a bridge. Dear friends, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and don't forget to comment on my video. I will keep making these types of useful videos in future. So stay connected and make sure to subscribe. My channel is growing continuously due to your support. Thank you.